Welcome to my channel. Today's lesson is very useful and very powerful for your English speaking. Let me ask you something. Can you talk about your daily routine in English clearly and confidently, from morning to night, without stopping or feeling nervous? If your answer is no, don't worry. This video is made for you. And if you think, I already know daily routine words, still don't skip this video because today I am not only going to teach you basic words, but also natural sentences, real-life expressions, and small secrets that will make your English sound smooth and confident. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to describe your full day in simple English without thinking too much. So stay focused, listen carefully, and keep watching till the end, because every part is important and will help you improve step by step. Chapter 1. Today we are going to start with the most important part of your day, the morning. This is where your daily routine begins. And this is also the easiest place to start learning English because these actions are simple and you do them every day. So listen carefully and try to imagine your own morning while you learn. This will help you remember better and speak more naturally. Let's start with the first moment of your day. Your alarm goes off. What does goes off mean? It means your alarm makes a sound. Ring, ring, ring. We say, my alarm goes off at 6:30 a.m. Now listen carefully. The alarm goes off, but you wake up. These are two different things. The alarm makes the sound, and you wake up. So you can say, my alarm goes off at 6:30, but I wake up at 7. Very simple and very useful. Now what happens after you wake up? You open your eyes. You stop sleeping. You become aware. We say, I wake up at 7 every day. Repeat this sentence in your mind. I wake up at 7 every day. Good. Now, some people feel happy in the morning. We call them a morning person. You can say, I am a morning person. This means you feel fresh, active, and happy in the morning. But some people feel tired and slow. They say, I am not a morning person. This is very common, so don't worry if this is you. Now, here is something very real. Many people do not get up immediately. They hit the snooze button. What does that mean? The snooze button gives you a few more minutes of sleep, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So you can say, I hit the snooze button 2 times. This means you delay getting up. But be careful. If you hit the snooze button too much, you can be late. After that, you get up or you get out of bed. Both are correct. But get out of bed is a little more clear. It means you leave your bed and stand up. You can say, I get out of bed at 7:10. Now your day really begins. Next, many people stretch their body. What does stretch mean? It means you move your arms and legs to relax your muscles and wake up your body. You can say, I stretch for a few minutes. This is a healthy habit. Now you go to the bathroom. This is part of everyone's morning routine. First, you brush your teeth. You use a toothbrush and toothpaste. You can say, I brush my teeth every morning. Very important habit. Then you wash your face. You use water, maybe soap, to clean your face and feel fresh. You can say, I wash my face with cold water. Cold water helps you feel more awake. After that, many people take a shower. You can say, I take a shower, or I have a shower. Both are correct. This means you wash your body with water and soap. You can say, I take a shower in the morning. Some people take a quick shower, maybe 5 minutes. Some people take a long shower. You can describe your habit. After your shower, you dry your body with a towel. A towel is a piece of cloth that you use to remove water from your body. You can say, I dry myself with a towel. Then you comb your hair. This means you make your hair neat and clean. You can say, I comb my hair before I get dressed. Now, let's talk about getting dressed. This is when you put on your clothes. You can say, I get dressed at 7:30, or I put on my clothes. Both are correct. If you are going to work, you can say, I get dressed for work. If you are a student, you can say, I get dressed for school. Very simple and useful sentences. Now here is a small but important point. Put on means the action. Right now, you are wearing nothing, and you put on your clothes. Wear means the clothes are already on your body. For example, I put on my shirt, and I wear a blue shirt. This small difference will make your English better. After you get dressed, you are almost ready to start your day. But before we move forward, let's quickly review. First, your alarm goes off. Then, you wake up. Then you get out of bed. You stretch your body. You go to the bathroom. You brush your teeth. You wash your face. You take a shower. You dry yourself. You comb your hair. And finally, you get dressed. Now, here is something very important. I don't want you to just listen. I want you to speak. Even if you are alone, speak out loud. For example, say, I wake up at 7. I get out of bed at 7:10. I brush my teeth and wash my face. This is how you improve. Speaking is the key. And remember, your goal is not to speak perfect English. Your goal is to speak simple English with confidence. Mistakes are okay. Practice is important. Perfect. Now you understand how to talk about your morning routine in simple English. In the next chapter, we will continue your day and talk about getting ready for breakfast and starting your day with more useful and natural sentences. So stay with me and keep learning. Chapter 2. Now you are awake, you are clean, and you are dressed. Very good. Your morning is going well. Now, let's move to the next important part of your daily routine. Getting ready and having breakfast. This is where your day really starts. And this is also a great place to learn more useful English sentences. So, stay focused and imagine your own routine as we go step by step. After you get dressed, the next thing many people do is prepare for breakfast. Breakfast is the first meal of the day. It is very important because it gives you energy. You can say, I have breakfast at 8, or I eat breakfast at 8. Both are correct. Very simple. Now, let's talk about what people usually eat for breakfast. Some people like light food. Some people like heavy food. For example, you can say, I eat eggs and toast for breakfast. Eggs are very common. Toast is bread that you cook until it becomes brown and a little crispy. You can also say, I have bread and butter. Or, I eat cereal with milk. Cereal is small dry food that you eat with milk in a bowl. These are very common breakfast foods. Now let's talk about drinks. Many people drink tea or coffee in the morning. You can say, I drink tea every morning, or I drink coffee to feel awake. Coffee helps many people feel more active. Some people drink juice. You can say, I drink orange juice. Very simple and clear. Now, here is something important. Some people do not eat breakfast. We use the word skip. Skip means you do not do something. So you can say, I skip breakfast. But remember, breakfast is important for your health and energy. So it is better to eat something, even if it is small. Now let's talk about how you prepare breakfast. If you make your own food, you can say, I make breakfast or I prepare breakfast. Both are correct. For example, I make eggs and tea. If someone else makes food for you, you can say, my mother makes breakfast for me, or my family prepares breakfast. These are very useful sentences. Now, after breakfast, what happens next? You get ready to leave your house. This is another important part of your routine. Before you leave, you check a few things. You can say, I check my bag. This means you make sure everything is inside your bag. For example, your phone, your keys, your wallet, or your books. You can also say, I pack my bag. This means you put things inside your bag. For students, this can be books, notebooks, and pens. For workers, this can be a laptop or documents. Very useful sentence. Now let's talk about another small but important action. You wear your shoes. You can say, I put on my shoes. Remember, put on is the action. After that, you can say, I wear black shoes. This means the shoes are already on your feet. Now you are ready to leave your house. You can say, I leave the house at 8:30 or I go out at 8:30. Both are correct. Before you leave, you usually lock the door. Lock means you close the door with a key so no one can open it. You can say, I lock the door before I leave. This is a very common sentence. Now, here is a very natural way to speak. You can connect your actions. For example, I have breakfast at 8. Then I pack my bag. After that, I put on my shoes and leave the house at 8:30. This is how you speak like a real English speaker. You connect your sentences step by step. Now, let's add a little more detail. Some people are very fast in the morning. They say, I get ready quickly. This means you do everything fast. Some people are slow. They say, I take my time. This means you do things slowly and calmly. Both are correct. It depends on your personality. Now, here is another useful expression. I am in a hurry. This means you do not have much time. For example, I wake up late, so I am in a hurry. This is very common in real life. Many people feel this in the morning. Now, let's practice a full small routine. Listen carefully. I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth and take a shower. Then I get dressed. I have breakfast at 8. I drink tea and eat eggs. After that, I pack my bag and put on my shoes. Finally, I leave the house at 8:30. This is a complete and simple morning routine. You can change it for your own life. Now, here is your task. I want you to think about your real routine. What do you eat? What do you drink? What time do you leave? Try to say it in English. Even if your sentences are simple, it is okay. For example, I eat bread, I drink tea, I leave at 9. This is perfect for a beginner. Remember, learning English is not about big words. It is about simple sentences that you can use every day. And this chapter is very important because these are real actions from your daily life. Very good. Now you can talk about getting ready and breakfast in simple English. In the next chapter, we will continue your day and talk about how you travel and go to work or school. You will learn more useful and practical sentences. So keep watching and keep practicing. Chapter 3. Now you are ready. You are dressed. You have eaten your breakfast, and you have left your house. Very good. Your day is moving forward. Now let's talk about the next important part of your daily routine, traveling to work or school and starting your day there. This is very important because these are real-life situations, and you can use these sentences every single day. So after you leave your house, you go to work or you go to school. We use a very common structure here. I go to work by, or I go to school by. Let's look at some examples. You can say, I go to work by car. This means you drive your own car. You can also say, I drive to work. Both sentences have the same meaning. If you do not have a car, you can use public transport. You can say, I go to work by bus, or I take the bus to work. Again, both are correct. The bus stops at many places and picks up many people. This is very common in big cities. You can also say, I go to work by train. Trains are fast and can carry many people. Many people use trains every day. If you like exercise, you can say, I go to work by bike. This means you ride a bicycle. It is healthy and good for your body. Some people live very close to their workplace or school. They do not need any transport. They can say, I walk to work or I walk to school. This means you go on foot using your legs. Very simple and very useful. Now let's learn a very important word. Commute. What does commute mean? Commute means the journey from your home to your workplace or school. You can say, my commute takes 30 minutes. This means your travel time is 30 minutes. If your journey is long, you can say, my commute takes 1 hour. This is very common. Now, sometimes your journey is not easy. There can be problems. For example, traffic. You can say, I am stuck in traffic. What does that mean? It means there are too many cars on the road, and you cannot move fast. This can be very frustrating. You can also say, the traffic is terrible today. This is a very natural sentence. Now, after your journey, you arrive at your destination. You can say, I arrive at work at 9 a.m. or I get to work at 9 a.m. Both are correct. Arrive and get to have the same meaning here. You reach your workplace or school. If you are a student, you can say, I arrive at school at 8:30 or I get to school at 8:30. Very simple. Now your work or study day begins. Let's talk about what you do first. If you work in an office, you can say, I start work at 9 or I begin my work at 9. Both are correct. Usually, the first thing many people do is sit down. You can say, I sit at my desk. A desk is a table where you work. Then you turn on your computer. You can say, I turn on my computer. This means you start your computer. After that, many people check their emails. Emails are messages you send and receive on your computer or phone. You can say, I check my emails in the morning. Very useful sentence. If you are a student, your routine is a little different. You can say, I go to my classroom or I sit in my class. Then you can say, I start my lessons or I study different subjects. For example, English, math, or science. Very simple. Now, let's add a little more detail. You can say, I start my day with a cup of coffee. This is a very natural sentence. It means coffee is the first thing you enjoy when you begin your work. You can also say, I organize my work. This means you plan what you will do. For students, you can say, I open my books and get ready to study. These are real and practical sentences. Now, here is something very important. I want you to notice how we connect sentences. For example, I leave the house at 8:30. Then I take the bus. My commute takes 30 minutes. I arrive at work at 9. I sit at my desk and start my work. This is how you tell a story about your day, step by step. Very clear and easy. Now, let's talk about feelings. Sometimes you feel good in the morning. You can say, I feel fresh and ready to work. Sometimes you feel tired. You can say, I feel tired when I arrive at work. Both are correct and very natural. Now, let's do a full example. Listen carefully. I leave my house at 8:30. I take the bus to work. My commute takes 30 minutes. Sometimes I'm stuck in traffic. I arrive at work at 9. I sit at my desk and turn on my computer. Then I check my emails and start my work. This is a complete and clear routine. Now it is your turn. Think about your own life. How do you go to work or school? Do you drive? Do you take the bus? Do you walk? What time do you arrive? Try to say it in English. For example, I go to school by bus. My commute takes 20 minutes. I arrive at 8. This is perfect. Remember, simple English is powerful. You do not need difficult words. You need clear sentences and daily practice. Speak every day, even if you are alone. Very good. Now you can talk about traveling and starting your work or school in English. In the next chapter, we will go deeper and talk about your daily activities during work or school. You will learn more useful verbs and sentences that you can use every day. So stay with me and keep learning. Chapter 4. Now you are at work or at school. You have arrived. You are sitting at your desk, and your day has started. Very good. Now this is the most active part of your day. This is where you do your main tasks. In this chapter, we are going to learn how to talk about your daily activities at work or school in simple and clear English. These are very important sentences because you can use them every day in real life. Let's start with the first thing many people do after they sit down. They check their emails. You can say, I check my emails in the morning. Emails are messages that you send and receive on your computer or phone. After you check your emails, you often reply to them. Reply means you answer. So you can say, I reply to emails. Very simple and very useful. Now, many people have meetings during the day. A meeting is when you talk with other people about work. These people are called colleagues. Colleagues are the people you work with. You can say, I have meetings in the morning, or I attend meetings. Attend means you go to the meeting. Both sentences are correct. During meetings, you talk, you listen, and you share ideas. You can say, I talk with my colleagues, or I listen carefully. These are very simple but powerful sentences. Now let's talk about tasks. A task is something you need to do. It can be small or big. You can say, I have many tasks to do, or I complete my tasks. Complete means you finish something. This is very important in work and study. You can also say, I work on a project. A project is a big piece of work that takes time. For example, you can say, I work on a new project. This is a very common sentence in offices. If you are a student, your activities are a little different, but very similar. You can say, I listen to my teacher, or I take notes. What does take notes mean? It means you write important information in your notebook. You can also say, I do my homework, or I solve questions. These are all daily school activities. Now let's talk about something very important. Breaks. You cannot work all the time. You need rest. So you take a break. You can say, I take a break at 11. A break means you stop working for a short time to relax. During your break, you can say, I drink coffee, or I talk with my colleagues, or I check my phone. These are all very natural sentences. Now, let's move to lunchtime. Lunch is the meal you eat in the middle of the day. Usually, people have lunch around 12 or 1 p.m. You can say, I have lunch at 1 p.m. or I take a lunch break. This is very common. Now, there are different ways to have lunch. Some people eat at their desk. You can say, I eat lunch at my desk. This means you do not leave your workplace. You eat and maybe continue working. Some people go outside. You can say, I go to a restaurant for lunch, or I eat lunch with my friends. This is more social and relaxing. Some people bring food from home. You can say, I bring lunch from home. This is a very useful sentence. It means you prepare your food at home and take it with you. It can save money and is often healthier. After lunch, you go back to work. You can say, I go back to work after lunch, or I continue my work. Continue means you start again after a break. Very simple. Now, the afternoon is usually busy. You can say, I work all afternoon, or I finish my tasks in the afternoon. This is when you complete your important work. Sometimes you feel tired. You can say, I feel tired in the afternoon. This is very common. Now let's talk about finishing your work. At the end of the day, you stop working. You can say, I finish work at 5 p.m. or I leave the office at 5 p.m. Both are correct. Some people also say, I clock out. Clock out means you officially stop working. This is used in many jobs. Sometimes people do not finish on time. They work more hours. This is called overtime. You can say, I work overtime, or I stay late at the office. For example, I stay late and finish my work at 7 p.m. This happens when you have a lot of work. Now, let's connect everything in a simple way. Listen carefully. I arrive at work at 9. I check my emails and reply to them. I attend meetings and talk with my colleagues. I work on my tasks and complete my projects. I take a break at 11. I have lunch at 1. After lunch, I continue my work. I finish my tasks in the afternoon. I leave the office at 5. This is a complete and clear description. Now it is your turn. Think about your daily activities. What do you do first? Do you check emails? Do you study? Do you have meetings? Do you take breaks? Try to speak in English. For example, I check my emails. I do my work. I take a break. I have lunch. This is perfect for a beginner. Remember, you do not need perfect grammar. You need practice. Speak slowly, speak clearly, and speak every day. Very good. Now you can talk about your daily activities at work or school in English. In the next chapter, we will move to the evening routine where you relax, meet friends, or do other activities. This will help you sound more natural and more confident. So keep watching and keep practicing. Chapter 5. Now your work or school day is finished. You have worked hard. You have completed your tasks. And now it is time to relax. This part of the day is called the evening. The evening is very important because this is the time when you rest, enjoy your life, and spend time with yourself or with other people. In this chapter, we are going to learn how to talk about your evening routine in simple and natural English. So, let's start from the moment you finish work. You can say, I finish work at 5 p.m. or I leave the office at 5 p.m. After that, you go home. You can say, I go home after work or I commute back home. Remember, commute means your journey. You can also say, I arrive home at 6 p.m. or I get home at 6 p.m. Both are correct and very common. Now you are at home. What do you do first? Many people like to relax. You can say, I take off my shoes. Take off means you remove something. Then you can say, I change my clothes. This means you wear something more comfortable. You can say, I put on comfortable clothes. Comfortable means something that feels good and relaxed on your body. Now it is time to relax. This is your free time. You can say, I sit on the sofa. A sofa is a big soft chair. You can say, I watch TV, or I watch my favorite shows. Many people also use their phones. You can say, I scroll through my phone. Scroll means you move your finger up and down on your screen. You can also say, I listen to music, or I read a book. These are very common evening activities. Some people like quiet activities. Some people like entertainment. Both are correct. You can describe your own routine. Now, let's talk about dinner. Dinner is the meal you eat in the evening. You can say, I have dinner at 7 p.m. or I eat dinner at 8 p.m. Both are correct. Now, how do you get your food? Some people cook at home. You can say, I cook dinner or I prepare dinner. For example, I cook rice and chicken. Very simple. Some people do not cook. They order food. You can say, I order food online. This means you use your phone to buy food. For example, I order pizza or I order fast food. The food comes to your house. This is very common today. After dinner, you need to clean. You can say, I wash the dishes or I do the dishes. Both mean the same thing. You clean plates, cups, and spoons. This is part of your daily routine. Now, the evening is not only for staying at home. Sometimes you go outside. For example, you can meet your friends. You can say, I meet my friends in the evening, or I hang out with my friends. What does hang out mean? It means you spend time with friends in a relaxed way. You talk, you laugh, and you enjoy. You can say, we go to a cafe. A cafe is a small place where you drink coffee or tea. You can also say, we go to a restaurant or we have dinner together. These are very natural sentences. Now, here is a very useful expression. Catch up. You can say, I catch up with my friends. This means you talk about your life and share news. For example, what you did, how you feel, and what is new in your life. This is very common in real conversations. Another activity in the evening is exercise. Many people go to the gym. You can say, I go to the gym after work. The gym is a place where you exercise. You can also say, I work out. Work out means you do exercise. At the gym, you can say, I lift weights, or I run on the treadmill. A treadmill is a machine where you run in one place. You can also say, I do cardio. Cardio is exercise that makes your heart beat fast. For example, running or cycling. After exercise, you can say, I feel tired but good. This is a very natural sentence. You can also say, I drink water and go home. Exercise is healthy and helps your body stay strong. Now, let's connect everything in a simple way. Listen carefully. I finish work at 5. I go home and arrive at 6. I take off my shoes and change my clothes. I sit on the sofa and watch TV. I have dinner at 7:30. After dinner, I wash the dishes. Sometimes I meet my friends. Sometimes I go to the gym. Then I come back home and relax. This is a complete evening routine. Now, it is your turn. Think about your evening. Do you watch TV? Do you meet friends? Do you exercise? Try to say it in English. For example, I go home, I watch TV, I eat dinner, I relax. This is perfect. Remember, your goal is to speak clearly, not perfectly. Use simple sentences. Speak every day. Practice is the key. Very good. Now you can talk about your evening routine in English. In the next chapter, we will talk about your night routine and how to describe your full day from morning to night. This will help you speak with confidence and fluency. So stay with me and keep learning. Chapter 6. Now your evening is coming to an end. You have finished your activities. You have relaxed. And now it is time for the last part of your day, your night routine. This is very important because it completes your daily routine. In this chapter, you will learn how to talk about your night routine and how to describe your full day from morning to night in simple and confident English. This will help you speak more smoothly and naturally. So, let's start. After dinner and relaxation, you begin to prepare for bed. This is called your bedtime routine. You can say, I start my bedtime routine at 10 p.m. This means you begin doing things to get ready to sleep. First, many people go to the bathroom. You can say, I brush my teeth before bed. This is very important for your health. Then you can say, I wash my face. These are simple and common actions. Some people like to take a shower at night. You can say, I take a shower before bed. This helps you feel clean and relaxed. Not everyone does this, but it is very common. Now, let's talk about clothes. At night, you change into comfortable clothes for sleeping. You can say, I put on my pajamas. Pajamas are clothes that you wear when you sleep. They are soft and comfortable. After that, many people like to relax a little more before sleeping. You can say, I read a book for 20 minutes. Reading is a good habit. It helps your mind relax. Some people say, I watch a little TV, or I use my phone. These are also common, but it is better not to use your phone too much before sleep. Now, here is something very important. You prepare for the next day. You can say, I set my alarm for tomorrow. This means you choose the time you want to wake up. For example, I set my alarm for 7 a.m. Very important sentence. You can also say, I plan my next day. This means you think about what you will do tomorrow. For example, your work, your study, or your tasks. This is a very good habit. Now it is time to sleep. You can say, I go to bed at 11 p.m. This means you lie down on your bed. You can also say, I get into bed. This means you go under your blanket and get comfortable. After that, you fall asleep. What does fall asleep mean? It means you start sleeping. You can say, I fall asleep quickly. This means you do not wait long. Some people have difficulty. They say, I cannot fall asleep, or I have trouble sleeping. These are also very useful sentences. Now, let's talk about sleep. You can say, I sleep for 7 hours, or I sleep for 8 hours. This is healthy. If you sleep well, you can say, I sleep well, or I sleep like a baby. This is an idiom. It means you sleep very deeply and peacefully. Now your day is complete. But here is the most important part of this chapter. You are going to learn how to describe your full daily routine from morning to night. This will help you speak English with confidence. Listen carefully to this full example. I wake up at 7 a.m. My alarm goes off at 6:30, but I wake up at 7. I get out of bed and stretch my body. I brush my teeth and wash my face. Then I take a shower and get dressed. I have breakfast at 8. I eat eggs and drink tea. After that, I pack my bag and leave the house at 8:30. I go to work by bus. My commute takes 30 minutes. I arrive at work at 9. I sit at my desk and check my emails. I attend meetings and complete my tasks. I take a break and have lunch at 1. After lunch, I continue my work. I finish work at 5 and go home. I arrive home at 6. I change my clothes and relax. I watch TV and have dinner at 7:30. After dinner, I wash the dishes. Sometimes I meet my friends or go to the gym. At night, I brush my teeth and put on my pajamas. I set my alarm for the next day. I go to bed at 11 and fall asleep quickly. I sleep for 8 hours. This is a complete daily routine. If you can say this, you can speak about your day in English very well. Now it is your turn. I want you to practice. Speak your daily routine out loud. Even if you make mistakes, it is okay. Practice every day. You can start with simple sentences. I wake up. I eat breakfast. I go to work. I come home. I sleep. Then slowly make longer sentences. Remember, learning English is like building a habit. You must practice daily. Do not just listen. Speak, repeat, use your voice. And here is something very important. Confidence is more important than perfection. Do not wait to be perfect. Start speaking now. Very good. Now you can talk about your night routine and your full day in English. You have learned from morning to night. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and you will improve every day.